So OMG definitely have a cap on how much damage they're going to bring to this game, but I don't know, Quacks, the value of a Galio against basically 2.5 magic damage dealers feels pretty high for HiChao. Pretty smart play here from Photic. He does separate Starry and Moham enough to find the trade back, but that's now Flash off of Jway, Photic, and Wei.
Because Rookie already stole HiChao's ultimate earlier and used it, so I think that's still on cooldown. Not having that hero's entrance as the Silas does make it really difficult for you to join into these fights without taking game. So very smart of Wei not to take the bait and ends up exfiltrating that fight. But now you can see Rio off respawn immediately pinging to make a play on the map.
It's Moham that's going to get caught a bit far forward. Wei looks for the engagement. There's Rio to cover once again. Gets the 3-town strike knock up. Rookie's going to steal away the Unbreakable Will. He definitely wants to scrap this far forward. And Sway's going to come in with a double Pop Blossom to pick up first blood before the hero Israels can come down. Story does find a good piercing arrow through, but look how tanky Rookie is with that stolen Alistar ultimate. He does have to flash the piercing arrow as OMG find a way to trade. Both junglers drop, but IG are the ones to claim first blood. And Photic may be looking for more here as the second Drake hits the rift.
And now Jway on the recall does mean that OMG, at least in the bot lane 1v2, are going to look for a dive, actually.
Oh, there we go. Flash fall from Moham. The cleanse comes out. Photic doing a really good job dipping and dodging away from a lot of this.
God.
And despite the Unbreakable Will, OMG's their dive falls flat. Starry has to flash away for Drake's Pop Blossom. Photic kills off Moham thanks to the minions. Towards the top side, he's looking to trade the Herald to go even on a Drake apiece.
I think that IG just weren't snappy enough to start up the objective, because the moment Moham respawns, that numbers advantage fizzles out. Not to mention, like we said earlier, Rookie doesn't have that flash, and also because he used that hijacked hero's entrance, that's also still on cooldown. So it's really hard for the Silas to be able to join up in the fight. Jway also doesn't have Pop Blossom, so they blew their conditions. They aren't able to contest that objective low, and a reset from Sobro means that Ambessa's probably going to get this, so more space will be opened up for OMG. It's not a kill, but they get more of Summoner's Rift to themselves, and I feel like when you've got things like a Galio who can really reinforce that really late Herald charge coming out here for the Vi, doesn't really provide a lot of space. You know that OMG, if they want to fight you, they'll look for that. I think the big thing, though, is obviously Harry forced down to half. Now he's going to have to TP in, and he will. They're going for it, but they're really late here, Slayer.
Oh, Rookie gets a full max range of Skandov Duck. Doesn't really want it. Rio's going to re-engage over the Crescent Guard. Wei is going to secure the Dragon on the backside as Moham is a bit too far forward. HiChao going to TP in, so is Sobero. Get all the members in. Jway's going to look for a 2-man Pop Blossom, but where's the follow-up from IG? The taunt lands, and Jway gets blown up. Rookie trades support for support. Here's the real hero's entrance down from HiChao, trying to hold Sobero in place, but Rookie and Sobero are doing the heavy lifting right now for IG, and they've set their sights forward onto HiChao, cutting him down and forcing Starry and Harry away from the fight. It's bloody, but our first battle is Invictus Gaming edging out early.
Yeah, OMG gonna keep looking for these picks and plays, but IG are actually the ones doing that right now. Harry is walking up to this Wei, but Wei and Jway are right behind Sobero, and he's actually going in. He doesn't know.
Oh boy, Harry, I don't know how he gets out of this one. Public Excuse is going to whiff and seeks to assist into the Pop Blossom as a double knock-up combo. Jway picks up that kill, and IG starting to really get their gold lead running as they find a side lane pick play.
And Rio has to run. He can't even defend this tower, so it's going to be more gold given over to Sobero. Wei is actually looking for maybe some kind of a play. He doesn't have ultimate, so won't be able to get that CC train rolling onto the Xin Zhao just a little.
We see Rookie steal away the Unbreakable Will. That's a big mark to get. Now he's in a huge flank position, but it's OMG. They're going to go after Photic. Rio trying to lead the charge. Flash to get the three-pronged knock-up. Rookie gets booted out of the back of the fight as Harry goes flying after Photic. Can he find this kill? It's a fight on two fronts. Photic will not get out as the Whip Becomes Lightning finds that kill. Both AD carries traded out, and now we're really going to start stacking on top of each other like Jenga. It's all melees. Here comes HiChao flying on in. Harry, though, is going to be able to get the coverage. IG have to back out. Now look for the re-engage coming right against HiChao, who gets a 3-man taunt. And OMG are running for the hills here. They'll get everybody else out and give IG control around that Drake pit once again as Rookie continues to look to push the tempo. But OMG might look for a return here. Rio's going to engage first. Harry coming on over. Rookie feels real taking with the Crescent Guard, and he's going to take down Rio. Harry has no way into this fight. Moham isn't going to heck flash over the wall, and IG steal away another kill to build their gold lead.
Able to do anything. He doesn't go in, and it just ends up Rio dead. IG going to be able to get themselves soul point. Now Sobero, the main target.
Shades of Corruption down. Needlework's not going to hit. Haichao, big piercing arrow from Starry, and the E on the Varus will find it. Sobro caught on the mid lane wave, but at least he distract OMG long enough for Wei and IG to secure Chemtech Soul Point.
IG, it's going to be absolutely massive to get a Chemtech Soul because there is a lot of upfront damage and punishing abilities here from particularly that topside Rookie now.
That was a hilarious interaction. Oh, it might actually lead to a kill here. Moham caught.
You can't
Looking for the
them all,
slow
bro.
Sonic Duck. There we go. And they have Moham locked down, forcing the Unbreakable Will out. He's trying to run away desperately. Wei does not want to use this Vi ultimate to find this kill and won't need it. It's all Rookie doing the heavy lifting there. Haichao's worried about walking in from near his tier 2 level turret. IG, whenever they want after this mid wave, expect them to rotate back into that river and force OMG into their waiting arms. Moham looks for headbutt pulverize. Rio's going to engage there on the way, but he has the GA. He's got a Corki with a ton of damage behind it. Rio down to about 33% HP of Starry, having to flash away from Rookie, who's looking for engage the Crescent Guard up, trying to hang in the middle of everybody, gets headbutted towards Starry, knocked up by Harry. Rookie goes into the stage low. The hero's entrance comes through for Haichao. Rookie, can he get himself out? No! Starry finds that kill, and now Harry is set wild and reaping the kills that the team has set up here. Foden will find the trade on to Haichao. Sobro forces the GA out of Rio. Wei comes back up as well, but it's OMG with numbers, but their health bars are much more severely depleted.
And look, Rio, he's trying to heal up as much as possible, but Wei got to eat some of the honey fruits empowered by the code!
Oh, but Rio! His caution thrown to the wind, and it's going to punish him. It's Harry that finds the kill onto Foden in the background as well. Starry finds the trade back onto Sobro, and now it's only Wei left up, but he cannot complete any of these kills. OMG find the picks they need to stall this game out if they can get this Chemtech Drake down. But even this take feels risky with some of these death timers up for IG.
Yeah, Rookie's up in a couple of seconds. He has teleport. Not to mention, the Nico is walking. There's an empowered blast.
They're going in.
They're going to go. Hit it! Hit it! Hit it!
Oh, who can get it? Oh, there it is. Starry secures with a piercing arrow over the wall. There's no Chemtech Soul for IG, but they are going to TP in Rookie and find these kills off the back end. Starry will go down. Rookie picks up that kill, and they'll hunt down Moham to end this really long play here. IG find the kills. Now can they turn their attention to the Purple Worm?
Holy crap, Slayer, what a banger fight in the late game here. We thought IG were going to win this game clinically, but Rookie makes a critical mistake. He gets caught out, and OMG are able to get the dragon barely claimed by Starry.
Rio's in the area, but Haichao's pushing a mid-wave. Yep, OMG are going to raise the white flag and give over this Baron to IG. So immediate gold influx, immediate pushing power, but
their attention to him. The moment the Silas falls, it's a lot easier for them to actually walk forward. The only big issue still remains Sobro, who on this Gwen, how are they going to be able to fare when two of them are knocking right toward their backline?
Rookie's still looking for more of these engages. He feels so comfortable. Level 18, holding on to the Unbreakable Will, still just dashing forward. While it is a 4K gold lead, it is a bit deceitful. You know, having 1.7 advantage in the support really is marginal compared to where else you could have it. It's Sobro that has to do this heavy lifting as Rio's going to look for a pick there on the way. That's the hero's entrance out of Haichao as well. IG do a good job forcing out some of these key ultimates away from OMG as they really want to save this top lane tier 2, but at the end of the day, it will fall like the rest of the tier 2 turrets. More gold over to IG. Has called the dragon out from his slumber. Get another look at how dark this pit is for OMG. Rio wants vision on this dragon. We'll finally get it and sees it's pretty healthy, so don't have to rush.
Rio goes
Rio wants
in.
to go after Wei instead. He has his Guardian Angel. Both of these jugglers hold on to their Guardian Angels as Rookie and Harry are going blow for blow, but Moham is going to get caught out on the top side. Photic finds that first kill. Both jugglers going to drop into the GA. Rio surviving long enough. He still hasn't dropped to the GA just yet. Finally will go in as Harry goes after the backline, but the knockup stack up and Photic flashes away from Harry to survive, and Rookie looks for the turn. Flash forward from Wei. Rio goes down. OMG out of the pit. Invictus Gaming put a stranglehold on game 1 with a Chemtech Soul secure.
We haven't had a lot of opportunity to talk about it in the damage dealing department, but it has been a huge factor in being able to stay healthy and allowing IG to go for some of these prolonged fights. Now even further push time to at least break open this mid and top lane. If they can do that and get a pick, then hang on,
Rio! He's found Photic into the Harry pull execution. Down goes the IG80 carry. It's Rio again, finding angles to fights out of nowhere. And now Wei goes to
Wei's alone.
Good flash from Starry. Wei's too far forward, and he's gonna die under the turret. Starry picks up another kill. We're back to OMG, defying the odds in the late game once again.
OMG, and it will allow them to get some gold back. I don't think it puts them in a winning position. They're still almost 7,000 gold down Slayer, but it does give them an opportunity. They're just barreling down mid lane. They are not afraid. They're trying to get as much gold as they possibly can in this short time frame.
This play-in tournament has been marked by unimaginable comebacks already in so many of our series.
Here, he might try and warm up this first match, as this is only the first match, and it's already going to come down to potentially an Elder fight here, Slayer.
Rio's getting chucked out by Photic. Both of our top laners are mid lane right now. Dwayne's looking for the Bone Blossom. Finds it onto
You're alone, my friend!
On the Crescent Guard, but Dwayne's far too forward. Can Starry find the damage? No, he's trapped, and he's got Sobro right on top of him. Goes to the GS. Hightower hits the heroic entrance. Dwayne does not die. Rio can't find that kill, and a huge needlework comes through for Sobro to cut OMG from their legs under. Just like that, IG blow up the fight and shut down any worries of a comeback. OMG tried what they did to EDG last series, but it won't crack against Invictus Gaming. They'll hold strong and take a 1-0 series lead.
OMG thought they might have had the angle, but Shui with the flank opens up the game, and IG start this series off with a win.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.